We're all right.
We gonna be all right.
All right, you guys ready?
No, not
Yep.
really.
What did you do?
Wait, it's not.
Now it's
come
time.
on.
Welcome back, everybody, to FLEXCAST number 18.
18.
Hello.
Wow.
We have Harrison the child,
Hello.
Child.
Steve, who's not so young anymore, as he claims,
For real.
and me, Haas Hasselhoff. What's up?
What up?
How's it going today, guys?
What up?
Yeah,
It
nice
took us a long time
weekend.
to set this up, by the way.
I know.
Not really.
Well, we are still Ricardo-less, and I had to learn how to do the dual cameras and stuff. It wasn't very easy. And then setting it up and plugging it in, and man, it's a pain.
Mm-hmm.
So need a podcast studio, but we like outdoors, so
Yeah, it would be a lot easier if we had a studio.
Eventually.
we
Yeah.
got a big house.
I know, right?
Or we're going to get our space soon. I'm like itching.
Yeah, we're thinking about
just let-
getting a YouTube office space, basically, for the viewers and listeners.
Definitely.
That we can all share and use for various.
No. I mean,
types of things.
that's one thing I realized. Like working from home is cool, but I don't know. It's like going into the office will be better.
Yeah,
Especially-
separate it all.
Yeah, a little bit.
Be able to drive to work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really a big fan of one or the other. I just like the change.
Yeah.
I like to
Yeah.
have the option. So I've ran my companies for many years, and it was both. Like usually, what was it? Monday, Wednesday, Friday was either in office or out of office. So like Tuesday and Thursday we were in office, or Monday, Tuesday, Thursday we were in office. But usually it was like 2 or 3 days in the office, and then the rest was remote. And then there are other days that we just say, fuck it, we're going to be remote, or everybody has to be in the office this day. So it just kind of depends. But I don't like one or the other. I like the back and forth.
I feel like probably me and Harrison. I don't know how long you've been doing this, but it's
5
5
years.
years from now. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
5 years for me. So it's like doing it at home. I don't know. I feel like I want to drive to work now.
And I
Yeah.
change my sets every 3 months pretty much, and it's because like the space I'm working in is so tight, so I would like a space where I have more movability, and like I would like to have a place that's like 3 walls and each wall is a different set,
Mhm.
and then I can just choose which one and it'd be closed in. Like
Would you change them as often as you normally do?
I would change them a lot less. I'd probably do it like once every 9 months because
At least, yeah.
I can keep switching around.
Well, right now you do it once every like
3 months.
five weeks or something.
Because the rooms are so tiny. It's like it gets so.
Whose fault is that?
I know.
Me.
Like,
But I
like,
I could tear down the wall in between, but then it's like I don't feel like it's worth it.
No.
I'd rather just look into getting a place and doing that.
yeah.
Because
Definitely.
let's say how many square feet we need? 2,000 square feet for 3 of us. We need like a desk space for editing.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna hang out with you guys. Like I'm not gonna.
No, I mean
need to
it
do
would
anything
be
else.
worth it for us. I mean, because I even watched Marcus.
Marquez Brownlee. Yeah.
Yeah, so
His place is huge.
Yes, that's. I mean, I feel like we're gonna get to that one day, but it's just enough. It's just like you go in the office, you know it's work, you know what you're doing, you know what you're in for,
Yeah.
whatever. Then walk out.
Well, I think the key is for us to have like a mixed use area. That's the whole point. Is
Yeah.
that it can change with what we need it to be.
Yeah.
Like if we need we need some actual office space,
Yeah.
and then just flex space.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I envision
No
it-
pun intended.
I envision us having a very open space. One section could be like a podcast table, whatever. One section will be my corner that's like tucked away, maybe a large room or something. And then Steve has his room for his gaming stuff. And then there's a room for editing. So like an editing or whatever for desks. And then another office table, desk where we can have meetings or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like that is like the ideal. And I don't know we don't think we need a ton of space for that. If we had a big open 2,000 square foot space, I think it could be very workable. And that in the area that would be comfortable for all of us would probably be like $3,500 a month, $4,000 a month, maybe. And let's
cheap.
split it. If Steve and I split it, then it's like
Yeah, it's nothing.
not
Yeah.
bad at all.
Yeah.
So
And I'm thinking about like getting like I love the gaming, but I realize I spend more time doing like the techie stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, all right, maybe I might be moving away from gaming and get into like, the tech stuff.
I think in the realm of tech stuff, I think you also get a lot of people, and I know this because I see it, who are asking you, like, it's more
I
tech
know,
education, like
I
how
know.
to do this
Oh,
stuff.
you'd be surprised the emails that I get. It's like, yo,
No, I wouldn't.
how did you
I
do
read
that?
your emails.
How did you do that? How did you get this to work? I'm like, wait, you guys don't know this? But at the same time, I got to bring it back because my background is like, okay, you have an engineering degree and this and that. So it was like, all right, you know what? Yeah, I'll explain to you guys.
You could do a lot. Just explain to people how to do the stuff you do, whether it's modding GTA or setting up a gaming PC or whatever it is. Like, I think there's a lot of value in that, and people clearly still ask for it.
I know. That's what I'm thinking about, starting something like that. Yeah, for sure.
I was thinking about where I wanted to move on to next. I mean, the vlogging has really helped hone in on like what I'm good at, what I like, and that type of stuff. But I still haven't found a thing, you know, which you guys told me I would need
Eventually.
You know,
Yeah, you will.
I just haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet. But
Vlogging is the hardest of all because it's just
It's
like
the worst.
It's the very general.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's helped me. I've learned so much throughout the process, though, even about myself, right? Like knowing what I want, what I like, what I don't like, what I thought was good but actually isn't good. You know, all these things are really helpful. But anyway, I'll find my thing. Then maybe I can be a contributing member of the Flex space.
It might be like that one video that hit like 1 million. And you're gonna be like, all right, that's it right there.
Usually that's what happens.
Yeah.
You hone in on whatever hits a million first.
I know.
Okay, no problem. When I hit 1 million, I'll do that. I'll keep doing that, guys. But yeah, I don't have I think my highest video is like 22,000 views. So
It will
Takes
happen.
time. Took
Yeah.
me probably 2.5 years to hit 1 million on one video.
by the way, we did officially get monetized on FlexCast.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah,
Wow.
we've made like $5.
I guess because how long the content is, it takes a lot less videos.
A lot fewer.
Yeah. Oh
So
my God.
it makes sense because my what's it called? Second channel took a long time because videos are 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
4,000 watch hours of 10-minute
It was pretty quick for FlexCast because we have hour-long videos.
Yes,
right?
we do.
So our watch time is much higher than the average.
It's
our
correct.
our
It's-
average watch time is a lot higher than I expected it to be. Do you know what it is?
What?
Like what percentage-wise, right?
50%, hopefully.
It's
pretty
not,
high,
that, it's
though.
not that good. It's
Yeah,
not
no?
50%. 50%. I mean, come on, that's really high. Like what when you were starting out, like it's a new channel, right? It's an early channel.
10%.
Yeah, because mine was maybe 15% when I started out.
I just got lucky. I mean, not really lucky. It was a video that really, because I was sharing it with friends, it become a hit like overnight, like millions overnight. So it was like, oh shoot, what do I do with this? But yeah, it happened fast.
So
for
what
me.
was the percentage then?
It was higher than usual.
Before the millions.
Before the millions, below average. Below average.
So officially, ours is 30%, a little over
30%?
30%, which is pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, no, it's a little more than. I'm thinking the number of minutes. So no, it's more than that. It's 22 minutes. That's more than 30%. That's 35%. That's pretty good.
And that's one thing I like about YouTube now too. I remember back in the days we couldn't see all those stats.
Yeah.
The analytics.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not that much. But yeah, it's good now.
Well, there are some news items that I've been asked about. I'm like, I don't know. I'll ask Harrison and Steve what they think. Mostly you, Harrison. What do you think about Supreme being sold off? What, 2.4 billion to was it Vans, Timberland, North Face company?
Yeah. I mean,
VH was it?
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's going to affect much. Supreme sold prior, to my knowledge. They sold before, but now to what I'm seeing, I think it's going to be the same because they still have all control of inventory and whatnot. From what I've seen, is that it's just going to be easier for them for manufacturing and that end to get access to items and whatnot.
So do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing if we boil it down to something simple? For us,
Probably
for people who like Supreme stuff.
Good.
Good. Yeah, definitely.
I feel like I just don't think they're going to change people think that they're going to just make readily available box logo t-shirts that you can buy everywhere for $60. Like, it's not going to be like that.
No, that would just
That's just not
devalue
Supreme,
brand.
and the brand
Right.
itself is not going to let that happen.
Yeah.
So it's just there's always rumors that run wild with it, and Supreme is very kind of close when it close. They're very closed when it comes to like talking about that kind of thing. They don't come out and say anything. It's just stuff happens and people assume what's going to happen. But I think it's going to be good overall, and I don't think there's going to be many negatives from it. I don't think it's going to become a Walmart brand of clothing that you can just go buy every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't actually like Supreme. I don't own any Supreme stuff. I'm not.
You're a little old for it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, I used to wait. I used to wait in a line like for what you call it, the New York store actually, like because whenever they have the new stuff, the New York store is always sold out after the first or 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but they built the whole brand on exclusivity just by making really limited drops that drive up demand. You know, I mean, it makes sense. I'm not dogging it. It's just it was very deliberate, and the way their design isn't like new or anything. They rip off designs. They started by ripping off designs. So I don't know. It's hard for me to want or respect that, but
I just think Supreme doesn't care and will not really change what they're doing based off of people's opinions.
Well, which is what I respect about it. It's the only thing I actually respect about Supreme is that they don't give a fuck. And I'm like, all right, I can feel that. And they've gotten to this level. Like, obviously they're doing something right.
And they're just skateboarders originally. Just skateboarders. And they just, now it's like, the thing about Supreme is they kind of don't have a face of the brand that comes out and like gives press about, we're doing this. It's like, people troll their brick that they make, and then bricks are selling for $300, and it's like that's the part of it. That's what it is. They sell a pinball machine that resells for $50,000. It's just like Supreme's just like, we're gonna do what we want, and we do not care, and they just sell for $2.1 billion. So they don't care if you think it's gonna be good or bad. They're gonna do what they think is right for the brand, and they just made a lot of money,
which makes sense because even when they get trolled for it, it's good press for them. I mean, they win. And I don't
think, and I feel like they're not like, how can we get in the news this week? I think they're just a couple guys, or it's a large thing now, but like it's just bear down to it. Guys just like designing this stuff, like that'd be funny. It's not like, how can we go viral this week? I don't think they care that much about it, because every year people say Supreme's dead, Supreme's not reselling, and they continue to do what they do, and it still works. Yeah. New people are going to come on. Some people are going to fall off. I'm not buying as much as I was when I was fully into it. But like if something like I see is like, oh, this would be fun to get. Like Supreme this week came out with like a pocket knife. Like, that'd be kind of cool to get. I use it for my unboxings. Accessories is what I get, but clothing, not so much. People still sell the clothing and stuff. So Supreme is Supreme, and it's going to be Supreme. And I don't think Supreme's. Everybody always says it's dying. I don't think it's dying. It's
so in short, Harry says Supreme is Supreme is Supreme. It's going to be Supreme.
There you go. So there you have it.
Supreme is Supreme. They're not going to listen to us. They're going to do what they want, and they're going to make a shit ton of money.
Speaking of limited drops, your new merch line is coming up soon.
Yes, let's go. I've seen some of it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the rest.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I've been involved in some of the stuff, and it's pretty cool. I'm excited for you.
Let's go.
Christmas. So the Christmas drop. When do you normally drop your Christmas stuff?
Usually
like right
early,
before?
Early Christmas, like around 10, 15.
Okay, second week of December.
Yeah.
Okay. Second week of December. That makes sense. All right, well, anybody out there excited about FLEXCAST guys stuff? We're not there yet with FLEXCAST merch. But
we will.
But Steve's merch drop is coming soon. Harry, when's your merch drop happening? Aren't you doing one soon?
Probably in the next month. I'm doing a drop of a hat, hoodie, shirt for a line that I haven't really announced yet. It's not going to be like a big deal. I'm going to do like 25 hats, 50 shirts, 50 hoodies probably. Just some limited fun. I just like it because it's clothing for me to wear. Because like when I design it, I make something that I would wear. And even if it doesn't sell like a million shirts, it's like I get to wear it.
Yeah. I would wear... I've seen Steve's whole line. I would wear every one of those items. In fact, I think I was last week. I think I was wearing them. But I agree. Like I like the stuff that you would wear yourself, because then it's not, and you're doing it for the right reasons. I feel like.
Postmates is about to be here. They're messaging our food. So if I hop out of frame, it's for our food.
We ordered food because we were really hungry.
Starving.
Normally we have breakfast, but we're in the middle of the day, so I assume that we didn't have.
He's 1 minute up. I gotta go grab it.
We'll tell him which driveway to go towards.
Yo, they always miss this.
So Steve, what's the latest with your channel? We were talking about this before the FLEXCAST.
As far as like uploading, I've been uploading consistently now. But just I'm just having fun with it. The only thing I don't like is there's certain like other games is like let's say Watch Dog. I played it for a while and then I fell out.
Watch Dogs Legion.
Yeah, I fell out of love with it after a day or two. I'm like,
So
wait,
what is it about GTA then that keeps
I don't
you
know.
in
I
that
guess because I'm
for
in
years?
control. I'm in control.
So you like to be able to control all
Yeah.
the stuff and mod it.
Yeah.
So if you could mod Watch Dogs Legion,
I don't know. I'm still waiting for Cyberpunk for some
right?
reason.
So that's actually where I was going to ask next. Like Cyberpunk 2077, like you won't be able to mod that initially.
No, but that's okay. That's okay.
So how long does it take for like the modders to get
6
work?
months to a year.
Oh,
6 months to a year, yeah. Oh, even less.
do you think that they would actually advocate that? So Project Red, I think, is the studio, as I recall.
Yeah.
Do you think that they would like advocate
Sometimes
modders doing that?
they help the modders, and sometimes they're like, no modding, like.
I think
in a way
GTA started by not wanting it,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "Oh, you know what? This actually helps us
Oh
a
yeah,
lot."
we went through a lot before we
Right.
can actually mod GTA. Yeah.
First, you were persona non grata, like they didn't like you. They're like,
Yeah.
"Ban this guy,"
Yeah.
and then later they were like, "Please come hang
I
out."
mean, they're
with us.
okay. They kind of like, okay, we look away, but doesn't mean they support it.
Yeah.
They don't.
So
support
Rockstar doesn't support it.
it. They're okay with it, but they don't
Okay,
support it.
all right. So yeah, so maybe Cyberpunk would. What do you think they were going to do? They're going to be okay with it at first?
I don't
or-
know. We'll see. I mean, we got to enjoy the game first. That's one thing I always tell people. Like, let's try to enjoy the game. The same way, like, I know a lot of people probably playing PS5 right now, and we do not have that much content for PS5 yet. But,
Like straight up PS5 games?
yeah.
Like what games right now?
I seen somebody playing not X-Men, but Spider-Man. I don't know what else, like, do they really have. I seen somebody playing GTA also. And they say they
So they're playing the old versions of the game on the new
the
system.
old
But
version, yeah.
Is there any benefit to that?
Loading. There's no loading because somebody was like, yo, there's no loading at all when you play in GTA. Because we so used to like
Sitting for a minute or two.
sitting
That's
waiting for a
ridiculous.
while.
Yeah, that part
Yes.
sucks.
Yeah. But with the new PS5 now, there's no loading. There's no waiting at all. I mean, compared to like most of the games that I've seen like online right now.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to get my hands on a PS5 right now.
Well, they just dropped yesterday.
I know.
So are you gonna end up paying?
My
the
Connect
reseller
really
price?
messed up. I'm really I'm not mad at my Connect because he's really in trouble. But man, I don't know. We'll see.
My
We'll
Connect didn't work out either. I was supposed to be able to get an Xbox and a PS4, and then PS5, and then last night it was like, oh, sorry, I'm gonna.
I know.
I was like,
It happens though.
yeah. I mean, I can't get mad at him or anything, but it
Nah.
is disappointing.
Yeah,
a little bit,
definitely.
So, I thought I just heard Harry. I think he got
He's
her
just putting
foot.
in the back. Yeah, he's just putting the foot in the back.
All right. Well, let's. This is a good time to take a break.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's take a break and
Pee break.
we'll come back. We'll eat break.
Yeah,
Should we eat while we do the FLEXCAST?
I don't know.
We'll take a break and come back.
Yeah.
Welcome back after our FLEXCAST lunch. Sorry for the early break disruption.
How was you guys?
It was good.
Right?
I feel like now we're in this nappy kind of mood. Like,
I'm always in a nappy mood.
that's true. You're always yawning.
I never sleep. I can't nap.
Oh, after I eat, I'm up. I'm ready to go. It's like
Well,
a little energizing.
I can go both ways. If there's other people, then I'm like, I'm always ready to go. If I've eaten or not. But Harrison, this guy, he's ready for a nap. Put him down.
I don't nap. I have not napped. I've napped once in the past 2 years.
When was that?
I don't know. Maybe a night that you guys made me stay up till 1 a.m. probably.
Yeah, YouTube. I don't know.
2 a.m.
Yeah, you can't really nap with YouTube.
I don't think YouTube has anything to do with it.
No, I just can't nap in general. My mind just doesn't really slow down. So, I'm like, oh, I could be doing this.
Steve's like, it's cause you're a Sagittarius
Oh
or
my
whatever.
Gemini.
Whatever it is. I don't know what it's called. Weird shit.
The subscribers know what I'm talking about.
No one knows what you're talking about.
They do.
It's not
Listen.
real.
It's
A lot of people believe in it.
So,
my mom actually got me into it. Yeah, for real. Not good.
My wife
yeah,
firmly believes in it.
Yeah.
Her sister firmly believes in it.
so how many people, like, in general? Like half the people?
Probably over half.
Wow.
Oh, this is looking at shit.
Interesting. I mean, I did assume that the majority of the population wasn't, I don't want to say that intelligent, but didn't necessarily believe in science all the time.
I guess got really quiet.
Because I'm like trying to insult Steve, but nicely. I mean, I don't actually think everyone who believes in it is dumb. I just somehow don't believe that anyone who.
I mean, not the exact words, but it's there's signs of things that people do that it kind of match in a way. Yeah, you still don't. Oh my.
I mean,
Okay.
Like the billion people that are born in that month, they all act the same.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. My mom was what? My mom is May 5th. I'm May 10th. My dad is May 11th.
So you're all the
Awesome.
same. You're all the same.
No, not the same. It's us. You know, I'm just gonna leave it there. Subscribers. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking
I
about.
don't think anyone really. I don't know. I guess people do. You're right. His wife is into it, but isn't the Enneagram thing that's what she's into?
Both.
And the horoscope.
Yeah. Steve probably would be in an Enneagram if he looked into it.
I don't know about
It's
that.
like you're a number, and these numbers act a certain way. And
We've talked about
then
this
you look at
before.
people and you're like, oh, they're a 2, because they like.
Oh, I got you.
Or-
I got you. Yeah, no, I never got into that like that. No.
You would if you because it's just like the horoscopes.
Look, I think that horoscopes are for entertainment purposes, and that's it. Like they're not real. They're not based on any fact or science.
What, do you also
It's
think
just-
Santa's not real? Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think brought my Lamborghini to me? Like,
Yeah.
wasn't my dad, it was Santa.
Your dad paid for it, though, according to many of your commenters.
Yep. Oh,
Do you-
so Santa isn't real. My dad is Santa, and he did buy my Lambo.
Uh,
I wish my dad would buy me a fucking Lambo.
Me too. I would say yes and thank you.
Like,
that would be
my dad
amazing.
buys me a Lambo, then
I'd be so happy.
and then I'd go buy him one back.
Do you get like people being like, oh, someone else bought that for you? How'd you get that stuff? Or,
Oh, they'd be like, "Yo, you rent it? Did you rent this?"
so no one's like, your dad gave that to you?
He's a little older for that though.
Yeah.
Like, because
But-
I look so young, people assume that my dad bought it.
Yeah. Well, they could easily say that you rent it. Oh, someone said that to me the other day.
Did you rent yours? Right?
No, they said I didn't know you could wrap a rented car. Because we were talking about the Ferrari. I was like, what? Then the piece was like, oh, it's a fucking joke. I was like, it's just a troll, man.
Oh my goodness.
I think the kid was like, no, I didn't mean to troll. Sorry, I was making a joke.
And most people usually be like, "Yo, you actually make that much money on YouTube?" And I'm like, I don't know what to say. I'm usually like,
Make
yeah,
a living.
my job, yeah,
Yeah.
my job, all that,
Well, they knew. We've talked about it before, but
Yeah.
yeah. He's like, I ain't trying to go there.
No, Harrison has the face.
what? I did some articles actually that got into it a little bit, but
Oh yeah? How'd that work out?
I didn't get verified. That's how it went. Fucking useless.
He's a little sour about
I
that.
did some press to help with verification, and I still can't get it. And somebody
Wait, are you
who does sneaker videos did the exact same press run that I did, same articles, same websites, and they have a third of my following, and they got verified, and I didn't.
So you think that Instagram hates you and YouTube loves you?
I guess.
I should try to get. I need to try to get verified again, because I have a lot of articles, but like business stuff. So I don't. Does that matter? Like, does it matter what articles
As
they
long as
are?
it match your name.
You have to be somebody of prominence, though, in the for Instagram, really.
Like pop culture prominence, not like business stuff. Oh,
Yeah, correct.
Hmm.
Because it's hard for companies to, I think brands to get verified. I think it's a little difficult as well.
interesting.
It's
Have you tried to
very
get verified?
difficult now.
Steve,
I tried so many times. I was like, all right, forget it, Instagram. So the time that I trying to get verified on Instagram is because I changed my name on YouTube, and they usually remove that check mark right next to your name. If you ever change your name on YouTube after you got verified, they kind of like remove it. You have to fight to get it back. So I was like, you know, why not? Let me try Instagram too. Instagram still have it.
But you
back.
have it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you have it on YouTube.
But with YouTube, it's you pass the threshold of 100,000 subscribers and your channel's in good standing, you get it. Which Instagram should, I feel like, be like a similar type thing. And I have a direct contact at Facebook who works for creators. So if you don't know, where's Mike? If you don't know Instagram, you have to submit through the app, and that is like the worst. But it's through Facebook, and Facebook has its own direct verification that people who have access to it can push it through, which gets it directly in somebody's eyes immediately, and you get a response. And so they're able to physically look at, because you're allowed to submit like links as well to show the press that you've done, so that they can see it rather than just. If you do it through the app, they just Google your name, and if not enough stuff comes up, then they're not gonna verify.
So they just Google you straight up, and
they
that's
just
how
Google
you get.
and what comes up. And so for me, what the problem I think is I have so much activity between my socials that like any of those news articles aren't even close to the top because they're not getting nearly as much regular traffic. But they still.
So then it's just an SEO issue then.
It's an SEO, but I need more apparently, and so. It was submitted directly to Facebook through somebody who works at Facebook. Thank you to him for doing that. He did it twice for me, and I got denied. Cool. And he's like, if you want to share any feedback, like, whatever. And I was like, why?
With him?
Yeah, he asked, and he didn't respond to my response because I was a little.
What the fuck, basically?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Like it's not a big deal. You don't get many perks or benefits from it, besides like the positives like. If you're DMing somebody else who's verified, they'll actually see your message rather than like if I DM somebody now, if I want to work with them, they're not going to see my message. It's going to be with a million other people that DM them. If it's like a celebrity I'm trying to film a video with, whatever, and then but besides that, you don't get much. It's not like that big of a deal. But when you have 30 fake accounts trying to do scam for giveaways, then it's like, well, maybe people wouldn't believe it if there was an account with a check mark associated with it. They shouldn't believe it anyway because the account DMing them has 1,000 followers, but still, not even 1,000, like 2 followers. But
interesting.
That's a big scam thing now.
Yeah, it is.
So, do you think that being verified is? I mean, obviously, you want to do it, but it's going to do more for you in the YouTube realm by being verified on Instagram, so you can reach out. It's really just to reach out to people.
I think it's finding accounts, like when somebody's not verified and you search their name. Like, you really don't know what account is. You would hope, and for the most part, mine probably comes up, but maybe it doesn't, and somebody else, like something else comes up in front of it, and then it's like this person's trying to, find who the actual person is. And like even when I DM people who win giveaways, like it's just the real Harrison, like it's just a scam. I'm like,
interesting.
Well, I have 400,000 followers, probably real, but
be a really good scam though.
I'm not that big to have a fake account. I have 400,000. Like, I'm not Travis Scott.
You're right. It's
like
you're having a hard time there.
Speaking of Travis Scott, he just did a PS5 collab.
5 of those, right?
PlayStation.
Only 5 are going to be
5 pairs of shoes, and they're giving them for free. And Travis, I think, is going to call the person directly.
But you can like submit your entry. So what are the
you just put your name,
stipulations?
Your name, zip code, and phone number. Email,
that's it.
And size. And I think from what I've seen, it's a custom shoe, so it's not a produced by. Well, it might be produced by, but it's like a one-off. So it's not. It's the shape's a little different. It's not like an SB that's produced. And the Nike Air Mags, the self-lacing ones, I made 100 of them, are selling for over $100,000 right now. There are 5 of these shoes, and they're not allowed to resell them. It says on there you are not allowed to resell these.
Right.
And so I believe if the listing goes up, they have direct contact to you and can trace it back to you, and you will,
be blacklisted.
Yeah. And so what I said, I put up a story, and I was like, I know he's not going to see it. Why would he ever see it? But I tagged Travis Scott, and I said, if I get these, I will give these away 100% for free to somebody, one of my viewers. And I guess this thing they're doing is giving it away, but like, I feel like I could do some good stuff with it. But then you never know if that person's going to resell it, whatever. That shoe.
So how many of those Air Max self-lacing did they make?
100.
They made 100 of them.
So there's 120th of these.
Wow.
And it's Travis Scott and PlayStation. There's been PlayStation collabs in the past that are going for $10,000. So I'm telling you, this is probably like if somebody realistically could make an offer, I could see somebody making a $250,000 offer on that kind of shoe.
Interesting.
Just to have it, and they can't. Like, it would have to be like an off-market deal that Like you can't put it on StockX because then they'll know.
Steve, do you want that shoe?
Not really. It's no value. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's no value. The same way, like, let's say if I'm trying to give you a video card right now, you'd be like, I have no value for this.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for me.
Somebody's
really.
like, Hurston's gonna do everything he can to get those, and I'm like, not really. He's like, if I don't get them, I don't like. What am I gonna do? I'm not paying $250,000.
Well,
for
the
it.
entry is just you put your info in there. You can't really do anything.
Yeah, I know.
So
you can't.
what did they say? What they're gonna pick? It just like randomly or what?
I guess I don't even know. It's weird.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Interesting thought.
We all know Travis is very good at what he does, and at that point I'm like, why even release the shoe? But I get it. So it'd be cool if I won, but I doubt it.
So what about those mochas that everyone's saying are like the cheap Travis Scott versions? Like,
It's kind of just like talk. It's just like trolling. Because it's a similar colorway and that it is derived
looks
from
just
the
like
Travis Scott, but
Yeah.
it's its own shoe. Travis Scott's its own collab. This is a Jordan 1 that was made, but it's more readily available and cheaper.
is it weird for me to tell you that I actually like the mocha regular better than Travis Scott?
I like them. I like the
I
Travis
like them
Scott.
better than Travis Scott because I don't like to wear the swoosh as the Travis Scott. It's weird.
But if you look at the Travis Scott as the respect of what it is, like it's the first Jordan 1 Travis Scott shoe, then to me that's like that holds its own thing. And then the Mocha's it's not a collab, so let it be its shoe that is more accessible. It looks great, and it's $300. Who can complain?
that's a lot.
And if it is, but not compared to 1,500, 2,000.
Yeah.
And if you see Mochas, you're not gonna be like, oh, those are fake Travis Scotts. You're just like, cool,
Right.
cool shoe.
Right.
Brown looks good.
I did buy the. I won on the sneakers app. I got the 5s. You don't like those, do you? They're the two different color shoes.
They're like insane, like pink,
I know.
They're
red.
a bunch of
So,
different colors.
Yeah, nah.
It's
that's
right
not
up.
me.
It's right up my alley. I was like,
Nah.
I could see it, but are you really gonna wear them?
I don't know. I was just happy I got the chance to buy them.
They kind
That's
of
gonna be funny.
plummeted in resale too.
Oh, they are. Or-
I think, yeah.
Why?
I think they're just barely going because 5s are only really like popping up for like off whites, unfortunately.
So I got the what those. I don't even know if I'm gonna wear them or whatever. I just thought they were interesting, and I never went on the sneakers app, so I was like, I gotta take this W.
It's gonna be
Usually
crazy
when
to
you
see
like
them.
anybody wins the sneakers app, it's like
It's not
there's,
gonna.
there's a reason.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, yeah,
If you're
yeah.
not gonna hit
It's
on
not
like,
gonna be
whatever
big.
you want to get, you're not gonna hit.
It's like a shitty one.
Like if a Travis Scott comes out, Blake hit Travis Scott for retail, and the market's just like Steve. Have you ever like gone on sneakers and tried to
Get
get anything?
Yeah.
Like how many times would you say?
Probably like 3.
3 and L's every time.
Yeah.
How many times have you
20.
What?
won? And you got one, the 5s?
Got one. Well, yeah. Well, 2 total, but it wasn't me. I was having someone else do it.
And then me probably 100, and I've hit once in the past 2 years. Before that, I've hit 5 times total. If you do it all the time, but like I've gotten a couple good shoes, but that was before it is what it is now. Everybody knows about the world
I know.
now, so they know what to.
I just got really excited that I got them. That's all. Plus, I was like, yeah, I will buy these. They're fun colors. You know, it'd be interesting. Even if, like, if I wasn't gonna wear them and I resold them, I would still get the same money back. You know.
Well, you can also return from sneakers, so
Oh, you can.
that's why people don't just try anyway, because if they're gonna resell, great. If they're not, just return them.
Huh.
And the ones I hit on are ones that are going for like $200 now, but I've worn them a couple times. They're nice. I didn't even expect to get them. I put a reminder and I forgot that I did, and I just clicked on it right when it dropped and got them.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's
So you think I should just wear them because they're not gonna resell? Hi.
I don't know if I would if you should wear them.
I know.
You'd find an outfit to wear them.
Yeah, you definitely
The
have to.
bright-
Well, it's more
hat
than
shoe.
so. Like each shoe is a different color, but also there's
I'll
multiple colors on
I'm
each
gonna
shoe.
pull up a photo for him so he can see.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, I
Steve
mean,
just
I'll
sticks
pull it
with,
up
like,
for
the
him
NFTs
because
and
I got the I posted it because I want them.
Yeah,
It's
they're
these.
a little
Oh
bright.
no.
Oh
That,
no! Oh
Little
no!
bright guys.
there's
Oh,
so
no.
many color of those, but
Yeah.
oh no.
Yikes.
Well, these are my first pair of 5s too, because I didn't own any 5s before. So
I just got these today for my eBay collab.
look at you.
My TikTok collab.
Look at you. Wait, that was eBay or TikTok?
eBay and TikTok. Like eBay is doing a TikTok campaign, so
Oh, I see.
I posted it on the Medium TikTok.
Got it. I understand now.
Yeah, and they offer me great money.
Why aren't you?
Very great money.
Why aren't you more active on TikTok? You really should be.
Yeah. Not my thing. I don't put too much. I put focus on one platform, and YouTube is that one platform.
Do you think it'd be worthwhile for you to have a YouTube, Steve? Like,
I
like
started and I
people-
stopped. I don't know. It's like,
All right. So what
I'm
if you were just paying somebody to repurpose your content on other platforms?
that would be different.
Yeah.
So why would there's a decent ROI on that?
Not at the jump, because I got paid. I guess it was a last minute campaign for TikTok. They had an influencer that's my buddy, who they didn't. He canceled on the last minute, so they hit me up, and I have never charged for TikTok. I had 4 TikToks on there. I posted one day. It was 9 months ago, and I have 30K followers. And they came, and my people who were like sorting the deal were like, let's just ask for this. And so they immediately took it, and I talked to the guy who didn't take it, and I got more than him, and he has 600,000 followers on the app, and I got more money from the thing because they know to ask for more from me regardless of what it is. So, like, I'm getting like brand deal on YouTube.
Steve's
money.
the opposite right now, unfortunately.
It's literally brand deal on YouTube money for a TikTok that I also got $1,000 shoes out of.
That's
so it's
great.
like I would have done it for the shoes, but then I got paid like great money for like easy TikTok.
So then, why aren't you guys doing, like, for example, Facebook, where you upload your videos to Facebook, and Facebook video can be monetized on its own? Why aren't you just repurposing your content? The same videos,
Too much effort for me. It'd have to be a company that I pay to do that,
or a person.
or a person. But
yeah.
I don't know, because then I'm not controlling it, and I don't know. I wouldn't be knowing what's going out. Like, I don't have time to review.
No, your same videos. Like,
I know, but like review if I like the way that it's cut and whatever.
the same one. No. You take your same video and you just upload it to Facebook also.
That wouldn't work. That it's short form content on there. It's not 30-minute videos. Are not going to perform well on Facebook
Why not?
because the videos that are on there are like
They're not short form.
2 minutes.
No.
Everything on my feed is, and it's like adults on Facebook. It's not anybody in my demographic that's on Facebook.
I'm just saying, what do you have to lose?
My time.
Okay, then pay somebody else.
If I'm going to pay somebody for something that I don't think is going to work.
Well, then you structure it so that it works well for you and them. So if it makes money, then they get a piece of that. They can do it for free. No.
Facebook just doesn't seem like it's it. TikTok.
I've
maybe,
thought
but
about it for you guys.
I don't know. I think YouTube is the strongest platform through and through, and it's
I
gonna
agree. It
last
doesn't
the
mean you shouldn't
longest.
be disseminating on other platforms.
Yeah, but if you try to expand what you're doing and push people to too many different things, then I believe that.
But you don't have to push them. I'm saying the ones that are native to Facebook. You're not pushing them
I have
anyway.
700 likes on my Facebook page, and I only have that page because Instagram made me do it.
But that doesn't matter.
So I'm not pushing it to
You
many
should-
people.
Okay, so you it's just separate. It's separate. Lives on its own on Facebook. All right.
Not
Harrison's
me.
just anti-Facebook.
I'm just anti. Like I can't put too much thought into anything besides what I'm focusing on.
And you have other people put that thought into it for you.
I don't trust people. I've tried it.
Don't trust me on YouTube.
Yeah, Steve knows about it.
Steve
He knows
has some
about
major
it.
trust issues.
He's not trusting nobody.
For real. For real.
Steve trusts
Trusting
no
the
one.
man to his left, and that's
I
about it.
I tried. It was like the beginning of YouTube. I tried, man. When I said like I had some bad experience, I don't even want to talk about it, but I had some bad experience with YouTube when it comes to like trusting people. And as soon as they starting to see the money, and they're like, all right, you know what? How can I grab whatever he's getting?
Or like it's not fair that he's making this much money when I'm getting this much or whatever.
Yeah. So that's how I've been doing. Like my YouTube is all work, like mostly for me. Maybe my intro from other people, but other than that, me.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever seen my back end of YouTube. Like how much I don't show anybody how much I make because I don't want anybody to even have a rough idea because once they do, then things change.
Yeah.
Even parents, whatever. Like
Oh yeah.
there's no point because then people start acting different.
But that's just in general. It's not like YouTube. That's just in general.
No, it is in general, but YouTube. It's to me, it seems like a more like, oh, it's just YouTube. You're just posting videos. Like, how's it doing for you?
You're saying
Or,
because they don't expect it.
is it a job? Yeah, like some people don't even think it's like at first a job, and then once it starts to roll, then
I feel like younger people understand that, but
yeah, they do.
old
Younger
people don't
people
really get it.
No,
They're like, how can you make money?
Yeah.
past like 30.
I tried to explain it to somebody. They're like, I don't understand how it works. And I was like, you know how advertising works? You know how
Yeah.
TV commercials? And they're like, oh yeah, it makes perfect sense. Well, it's the same thing on YouTube. They're like, but it's on the internet. It's like, okay, you know what? I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to me either. Like, sometimes you look at like how much we can pull for a brand, or you're like, this doesn't make sense. Like, I can make my mortgage payment off an Instagram story, and it's like that's shouldn't make sense. But just because you build something up so large that, like, nobody would think Mr. Beast should be able to pull $1 million in a brand deal for one video, but he's built it up to be so insane. Well, he doesn't even need to do that. He just says, I'm going to sell T-shirts, and you can win $1 million, and he sells $5 million in T-shirts. So then it's like, okay, he just made $4 million by giving away $1 million.
Yeah. Genius.
I mean, it's just the scale that I think Mr. Beast does better than anybody else. But I mean, his ideas are great too.
And that's why, like, the car idea with the shoe, I'm not going to say much more in here, but
Why not? Tell us. I mean, it's just the flex
somebody's
side.
going to copy
It's
it.
just-
Nice.
Somebody's going to
Done.
take it and
Of course.
try to run with it, and I can't, like,
I'm going to cut.
that's why I only put on my close friends. And somebody did it, actually, somebody saw it on my close friends. I didn't want to see it, because I didn't realize they were all my close friends. And so I didn't want them to take it, and so
Who was it?
I am not saying
Oh, it's trying to
I was always trying to,
Tell me.
Yeah,
Tell me
no,
everything.
No, I realized that too. It was like I'm always talking about stuff that I'm gonna do, and I end up watching somebody else do it. I'm like, wait, I just said that last week, and I'm like, wait, that was my, you know what? And I just stopped saying things like that. For now.
So it really be like that, huh?
yeah, you got to. It's just, I mean, you would think not, but yes.
Yeah.
It just goes around the whole space, and that's why ideas are what is a YouTube channel. Like, that, there's a reason why not everybody can do it is because it's the ideas behind it that drive it. So not everybody can come up with those ideas. They can have the talent, they can have the money, they can have whatever, but those ideas is what drives.
So are there people who just do like YouTube ideas that aren't YouTubers?
In terms of,
I mean, just like, are there people out there that are just straight up idea guys for YouTube, and they don't do a YouTube?
oh yeah,
And they farm and they give out their ideas. They sell
people
them.
people hire creative teams, and all they do is analyze. That's when you're at a large scale though, because that's
Like trends and stuff like that.
yeah, they analyze that. They analyze what does in yours, and like I would pay a lot of money to have that if I knew the outcome was going to be what I come up with and what I've come up with. But it's like such a risk to take because you have to start putting like effort into those ideas that you don't like. When I start a
don't
video,
believe in,
I
or-
believe it, and
Yeah.
it shows when you're filming the video that I believe in the idea.
Yeah.
But I would pay a lot of money because that would pay itself off in the long run.
Yeah, for sure.
Have
Not
you,
having it
have
come
you
up.
have you tried that at all or looked into it, Steve?
No, I haven't. It's like most of my ideas usually like last minute. Hey, I saw this. Hey, just like I did. What video was that? I mean, most of the videos that I do is like always at the last minute. I have to prepare the mod. I have to prepare the video, and then boom, just let it happen. Just let it flow.
I would love the idea of crowdsourcing ideas, but there's multiple problems with that. One is that, you know, I found that a lot of people are like, hey, do this video, and like you don't realize like 35 people have done
100%,
that,
yeah.
right? That's the biggest issue. It's like, oh, they watch like 5 people, and like, well, people I watch have never done it, but like it exists, you know, it's
Yeah.
already been done. And then the other issue is that like if it's actually a good idea, then it's just like the base of it. You got to do a lot more around it. It's a simpler idea, and these days you need a lot more of an elaborate, kind of well thought out plan, in my opinion, to do a really, you know, to break out. Like if you're someone like me, you need something singularly different and exceptional to do like a 1 million view video, right?
And
Or just hit right from a trend standpoint.
and that's when I see people whose views maybe start to go down a little bit, and they start to ask their audience like, what do you want to see from me? And like I maybe did that when I had 20K subscribers, but then the one time I did it, I realized they're just saying review the Jordan 5 off-white.
Right. Same shit you've already been doing.
Yeah, or
just with a different shoe.
simplistic, and then immediately I realized it's the idea that's what stands out and why you grow. Mr. Beast, nobody recommend. I mean, maybe people could recommend a Mr. Beast because his stuff is so crazy that he could just like think of something like that. Like if somebody, because he does crazy stuff, so it'd be like and it goes both ways. It'll be like too crazy. Somebody would be like, I put out like, I got 2 cars. What are the 2 cars? And somebody said like, Lamborghini Aventador and Rolls Royce Cullinan. I'm like, okay, let me just go spend $800,000 on a car, jumping from a $140,000 car. Like, sometimes it's like too crazy on the other end.
Yeah.
Or like buy $1 million mystery box. Like, where am I gonna get that?
You're having a hard time doing the $100,000 mystery box.
I still haven't even done it. $60,000 one comes in this week.
Mystery boxes, man. I had some people over at my house the other day, and they were like, "Hey, we saw that you did something with your buddy. What was that called?" I said, "Oh, the mystery box." They're like, "Yeah, what's a mystery box?" I was like, "Well, it's basically just you pay for some stuff, and you don't really know what's in it, and it could be worth a little more."
Yeah.
So, the mystery box concept, I think, is a little bit different, but you're already doing it so many times. You think it's gonna get old?
Not if I keep changing it and expanding it.
So mystery box, basic thought, but different things on top of
Bigger,
it around it.
$60,000. Like,
So just getting, but then you're just adding dollars. That's all you're doing. I'm not talking. I'm just asking.
we'll see. It works for now.
Steve, what's your tell the FLEXCAST what your next big idea is?
I usually just go with the flow.
What is the flow right now?
PS5.
PS5,
Yeah, PS5.
But you're the
Cyberpunk.
PC gamer.
I am, but I mean, I still gotta compete. I gotta prove why PC is better than PS5.
So let's say you got a PS5 right now. What would you do with it?
PS5 versus PC GTA mod.
Yeah, something like that.
But you can't mod the PS5 yet.
No, you can mod it. I mean, I will play it, but I want to see what GTA 5 looks like on PS5.
So you're just gonna see what it looks like first.
Yeah, I want to test it out. I probably would just go around the menus, test it out fully. Yeah.
Be like, am I gonna change to PS5? Actually,
Yeah, should I switch over? Are they making it easier? Are they making it into PC gaming where I don't have to do all the work that I do with PC anymore? Stuff like that.
Interesting.
speaking of PS5, we're supposed to have.
Oh yeah,
I
your
can't
Connect.
get a response from our Connect. He's probably asleep. He's up till 2 a.m. He was up till 2 a.m. delivering PS5 and Xbox.
Is he local?
Yeah.
Interesting.
If he was awake, he'd probably drive here right now. Because we asked for like 6 consoles. So.
Well, I mean, depending on the price. Like if we get a volume discount, I think it's helpful.
Mike, you need a PS5?
He's
We're gonna clear out inventory. I'm sure the guy, his inventory is probably low. He sold probably 40 units yesterday.
Good for him, though. I mean, he took the risk and put the money in and got the
Worth
stuff.
it,
Yeah. I mean, people want it. It's a commodity right now. People want to pay more for it.
Yeah. I was surprised to see how much people got into PC gaming right now. Like, there's a lot. Like, not just me that convert, like, from, like, the people that used to play regular console, and they are converting to, like, wow, it looked better on PC. Like, whatever games that you get now, you can make, like, especially the fact that we're going to have 8K now for PC, you can make it look so much better.
So 8K. We talked about this in 3 or 4 FLEXCasts ago, but is it worth? Do you guys think it's worth getting that new Canon to shoot in 8K, for example?
No, it's just future proof for you because 8K is gonna become the new. 4K is here. Not that much people have it, but before you know it, 4K is gonna be the new norm. While 8K is gonna be like. It's
So
gonna happen
why
fast.
isn't it worth to do it right now?
Because in a year's time, Canon or Sony's gonna come out with another camera that's better at that 8K when it's still not.
And
even
you've had a
normalized
year
by
of
then.
doing 8K stuff.
Yes, but you have a year of people not even being able to watch it because it's not that readily available.
But
So
Steve
it's a
says
waste of
that
money.
it still looks better even in 4K if you shot it in 8K.
Yeah, but you're preparing. It's like your video is kind of like future proof in a way.
But it is. But I feel like to me it's not worth the upgrade when I'm just gonna have to in a year buy another one that's gonna do a very similar.
But it's
thing,
gonna happen
but
every
better.
year.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's
I
technology.
waited until I got to a camera that like
That's technology.
Yeah.
when 4K was in a good enough place where enough people would have it to where people could watch it on their devices. I didn't start doing it when there's no.
So you're saying you're not going to be the early adopter. You're not going to lead the charge of high quality.
No, because I don't think it's that my video being in 8K is not going to make somebody click on it over being in 4K.
But yours, you're saying they would.
It's different because I'm gaming versus just a regular.
What about vlogging? Like what if I went 8K?
no, it's just
No,
a waste
I
of
don't
your
think so.
storage.
It's a waste. It's a waste. Yeah.
Because like the amount of people that can actually click it out of the people that are watching it, it's going to be like
Yeah.
maybe one person it's got an 8K monitor.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Does it show up on YouTube as 8K though?
probably after 2 weeks, 4 weeks of processing.
Yeah.
That might be worth it by itself. How many people are out there doing like 8K Ferrari runs or Rolls Royce stuff?
People are
8K?
looking for that.
I don't know.
Not that
I
much.
used to. I used to look for that. I used to type in stuff that I want to see 4K because I don't want to see fucking shit quality. I hate
Yeah,
that.
but that's when you got a 4K TV or monitor. Nobody's got an 8K TV or monitor to
No,
watch that.
nothing right now. Yeah, the market is really low on that right now, and you probably got to pay like $2,000 to $3,000 for 8K TV.
For like a small one, like an 8K 75 is like $8 grand. It's like nobody's buying that.
I'll buy it.
You don't have it though.
I don't, but I haven't really looked into it because my TV's doing. I love my TV, but if there's a good reason, I'll do it. All right. Well, thanks for joining us on this episode of the FLEXCAST. For I don't know, mopey Harrison over here. Happy Steve and Haas. We'll see you next time.
Steve's on his happy juice.
I know he's.